am I so sore?
There are everyday moments.
Whoa, hey, hold the ladder! Hold the ladder! Yeah, that hurt.
And there are epic moments.
Slide, slide, slide! College! Class of 1995!
When a moment creates a health need, visit the experts at Avera Orthopedics. We're moving health forward so you can tell the story. Learn more at avera.org/orthopedics.
Limestone canyons, flowing waterfalls, and pristine beauty make Spearfish a sanctuary for those seeking the ultimate escape. Outdoor enthusiasts will find top-notch sport climbing, mountain biking, and UTV OHV trails. Guests are steps away from peaceful hiking trails and tranquil streams. Relax and rehash your day's adventure at one of our award-winning local breweries. Finding rest is an important part of any adventure. Lodging in Spearfish comes with a variety of choices, from cabins, B&Bs, and campgrounds to the comforts of your popular brand-name hotels. To find your unique adventure in Spearfish, go to visitspearfish.com now.
Now's your chance for a great deal on smoking fast fiber internet from Venture Communications. Upgrade to the speed you need, up to 1 gig. And with whole home Wi-Fi included as part of your service, experience no-lag gaming, your favorite music, web surfing, HD video streaming, and connect to the latest smart devices. If you're ready for an upgrade, call or visit Venture Communications online.
Service Master of Pierre is your go-to service experts for a wide variety of cleaning needs. Since 2003, we have developed the most effective methods and products to service virtually every type of industry. We're known for our exceptional carpet and upholstery cleaning, but did you know we also offer cleaning of all types of flooring, along with providing fire and water restoration, commercial cleaning, janitorial services, and construction cleanup. Service Master of Pierre is a proud sponsor of TF Riggs Governors and Lady Govs, as well as Stanley County Buffaloes and Lady Buffs activities. When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zander's has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the part you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zander's, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
Stay in a beautiful Black Hills vacation home, the Summit on Dancing Sky near Leeds, South Dakota, in the popular Powder House Pass development. It's a modern rustic design with over 5,000 square feet, 6 bedrooms, and 5 baths for you to enjoy. You'll get gorgeous views of the Terry Peak Mountain Range. There's a community pool to enjoy, and you're close to all the attractions like Deadwood, Sturgis, Spearfish, and a whole lot more. The Summit on Dancing Sky. Visit them at DancingSky.com.
Presentation of DRG Media Group Sports.
The official voice of the Pierre Governors, DRG Media Group.
Pierre Governor Basketball on River 92.7 is brought to you by Bank West, Beck Motors, Dakota Storm Roofing, Dairy Queen, Live Ticket, Overhead Door, Ranky Gray Wealth Management, Avera Orthopedics, Capital City, Ford, Lincoln, Toyota, Kruger Contracting, and the Brittany Shufflebind Agency. Governor Basketball is brought to you by Lynn's Dakota Mart, Fisher Rounds and Associates, Insurance and Real Estate, First Dakota National Bank, the May Adam Law Firm, American Bank and Trust, Yesway, Pierre Regional Airport, Nystrom Electrical Contracting, and Access Health Fort Pierre. And Governor Basketball is brought to you in part by Kathy Sun and Shine Properties, Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union, TMA, Lariat Lanes, Wagner Auto, Gators Pizza, Pasta and Subs, Bauman Lumber, Ferding Electric, Oahe Federal Credit Union, and Edgewood Healthcare. These special in-game sponsors bring you Governor Basketball. Consuba Agency, State Farm Insurance, the Hughes County Sheriff's Department, the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety, Central Dakota Eye Care, Envirotech, the South Dakota Attorney General's Office Division of Consumer Protection, Comtech, Coca-Cola Bottling, Wealth Partners, Ameriprise Financial, Family Dental of Pierre and Gettysburg, Hermanson Endodontics, Cowboy Country Stores, and Gale's Gas Service.
Now, here, Governor Basketball. Well, a good Friday evening, everybody. A night of high school basketball coming your way as we follow the Pierre Governor boys out west to the northern hills. Welcome to Spearfish High School as the Spearfish Spartans play host to the Governors. Govs come in with a record of 3-0 on the young season so far. Spearfish played their first game in almost 3 weeks last night. They'll come in 1-1, and we'll talk about how they got here with that record. Of course, the Governors get here with 3 straight wins as well, and good things coming so far. Govs should be favored in this one coming up, but it'll be all about what the product on the floor is as well. We welcome you and glad to have you. If you're not able to, if listening to this game not good enough for you, go to our website and you'll be able to see it as well as here at drgnews.com, the River 92.7 page. We've got Caleb Brozick at side with live ticket and available also for viewing at gogovs.live. Heather Williams in studio. We'll run the show from there, and Governor basketball coming up an hour later than, of course, what the girls got going at Riggs High Gym. As we see in the second quarter, Governor girls with a 15. It's a 12 lead over the Spearfish Spartans there. That's on KGFX. Welcome to Governor basketball. Here, your official voice of the Governors, River 92.7 in this case, and drgnews.com. We'll open with a 2-minute timeout. We'll come up with our Pottsville State Farm pregame show, and in that, we'll take a look around South Dakota, see what kind of holiday basketball is going on this very evening, and check in on other scores and power rankings and things like that. And of course, we've got coaches' comments, keys to success, and more coming up in just a little bit. And in fact, let's take a 3-minute break as we give you Governor basketball beginning with the Becky Pottsville State Farm Insurance Agency pregame show next. Governor basketball on River 92.7, drgnews.com.
For over 100 years, State Farm Insurance has been there to help whenever you need them. The team at Pottsville State Farm is your Central South Dakota good neighbor. While technology may have changed, you can always expect top-notch customer service from Pottsville State Farm. They'll take care of all of your insurance and financial service needs, where good neighbor service is their continued priority. Pottsville State Farm Insurance, with offices in Pierre and Gregory.
If you're in need of some Christmas ideas for that hard-to-buy-for person on your list, we've got you covered. Beck Motor Company has a full detail special, $40 off. Light details, $20 off. Buy 3 tires, get 1 free. 20% off all Nebo flashlights. Our Pro Shop is filled with mugs, hats, caps, blankets, vehicle storage, and more. Not sure? Gift certificates available. Any amount. 605-224-5912.
Have you found yourself worrying about inflation and market volatility? Considering what should I do? Can I do anything? Am I going to be okay? The Ranky Gray team has been coaching their clients through these tumultuous times for over 35 years. Let us discover what easy, time-tested adjustments can be made for you. For a free second opinion, our team can be reached at 605-224-5959. Let's start today.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors LLC. A registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors LLC and Ranky Gray Wealth Management are separate entities from LPL Financial.
From the early days of South Dakota statehood through today's digital revolution, BankWest has remained committed to helping customers and communities succeed. BankWest Associates uphold this commitment by developing innovative products, tailoring financial solutions to customer needs, and actively supporting community causes. For a bank committed to helping you and your community prosper, choose BankWest. BankWest, convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
There's an app for everything, including high school sports from the stations of DRG Media Group. Download the DRG News app, brought to you by the Golden Buffalo Casino, from the App Store or Google Play. It takes only a moment, so you'll have it in time for this game. See live and archived video of all games. And when you select your favorite station during the live stream, the video will immediately pop up. See Central South Dakota high school sports on your phone or mobile device with the DRG News app, brought to you by the Golden Buffalo Casino. Download it now at the App Store or Google Play.
One team. The Pierre Governors know what that means, and so do the men and women of the Hughes County Sheriff's Office. No matter how good you are, a good team makes you better. To be the best, that takes teamwork. If you want to know more about the Hughes County Sheriff's Office and their 361 team, log on at hughescounty.org and click on the Sheriff tab. The Hughes County Sheriff's Office and the Pierre Govs, winning teams. Back in Spearfish as we welcome you to the Hughes County Sheriff's Office broadcast booth. That's where our broadcast will originate from. We're on the highest end of the Upper West Side, upper deck here at Spearfish High School Gym. Similar spot to where we would be if we were at Riggs High Gym, the Hughes County Sheriff's Office broadcast booth. We've got an announcer's eye view from up here, but also a camera's eye view from up here, watching this one via drgnews.com and gogovs.live. It's the Hughes County Sheriff's Office broadcast booth. And also, as you travel to high school sports, or wherever you're traveling this holiday season, the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety celebrates being a part of a team. They remind us all that snow means slow. Slow down, and please drive for the conditions from the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety, and buckle up, by golly. As we take a look around South Dakota State High School basketball in Class AA, there are still 5 teams that are unbeaten coming into today's action. Sioux Falls Jefferson at 3-0, Yankton as 1-0. The Governors also are 3-0, Mitchell 2-0, and Brookings is 1-0 so far. And in the middle of those teams, Sioux Falls Lincoln and Sioux Falls Roosevelt, both 2-1. In fact, they right now with power averages a little bit higher than Pierre, Brookings, and Mitchell, with Sioux Falls Jefferson and Yankton sitting atop the power rankings. That's obviously doesn't mean an awful lot this early in the season. But if it did, Spearfish would be sitting all right as well. The team that the Govs will play tonight at 1-1. Both of their games so far, though, against Class A Black Hills Conference opponents. On December 9th, they opened the season with a 20-point win over the Bellefouche Bronx. Last night, maybe a little bit rusty. They went down to Hot Springs and came up short in a 61-56 loss to the Bison. But Spearfish right now is in the 8th spot, power ranking-wise. Rapid City Central, Douglas, Watertown, Harrisburg, Brandon Valley, Sioux Falls, Washington, Huron, Rapid City, Stevens would round out the top 16. Teams like Aberdeen Central and O'Gorman, who is 1-3, and then Sturgis would be on the outside looking in. In fact, Sturgis, believe it or not, has not played a game yet this season. Governors play at Sturgis tomorrow. The Scoopers are opening their season tonight as they take on the Douglas Patriots. One of the scores we'll keep an eye on for you as we move along. Coming into this week, last action for the Governors was a 64-46 win at Watertown last Tuesday, and that put them at 3-0. Of course, wins at home over the Rapid City Schools in the opening weekend of the season as well. So a good start for a team that figures to fare prominently in the ultimate goings-on in Class AA this season. In this week, and again, there were games that were postponed on Thursday on both sides of the state. This week, though, holiday basketball, the Hoop City Classic going on, hosted by the Mitchell Colonels, and the Colonels did defeat Campbell County, Wyoming on Wednesday night, 83-61 at the Corn Palace. There were games yesterday at the Corn Palace and at the Pentagon in Sioux Falls. Wins for O'Gorman, 66-55 over T area. I mentioned the Spearfish loss at Hot Springs last night, 61-56. Harrisburg at the Pentagon, losing by 1 to De La Salle out of Minneapolis, 42-41. Sioux Falls Jefferson was a 63-43 winner over Orono, Minnesota. And Jefferson improving to 3-0 with that victory, and a great game last night at the Pentagon. Brandon Valley went double overtime with Mike Miller's team out of Houston, Tennessee, but Houston wins at 75-74. So a tight loss for Brandon Valley, dropping them to 1-1. Action tonight, including the Governors here at Spearfish. One game is in the books already. In Sioux Falls, Harrisburg has defeated Sioux Falls Roosevelt 66-51, so Harrisburg improves to 2-3, while Roosevelt suffers their second loss in 4 games. Also, Brookings playing at Yankton tonight, the back half of a doubleheader there. Mitchell is hosting Thunder Basin, Wyoming, in the Corn Palace. Aberdeen Central plays St. Thomas More at the Pentagon, and we mentioned Sturgis opening their season at home against Douglas tonight. Governors will be at Brown High tomorrow, and Stevens and Central are playing in Rapid City at Central High. Just one game tomorrow with the Governors at Sturgis on New Year's Eve. Of course, these games for the Govs tonight and tomorrow afternoon are makeup games. They were supposed to be played 2 weeks ago. In the week ahead, the full slate of games, actually 8 games coming up on Tuesday night. Governors won't be in action Tuesday. Governor girls will be at home against Sioux Falls Lincoln, but the Governor boys going to Sioux Falls Lincoln on Thursday. That'll be their next action. Then they'll host Sioux Falls, Washington, their first home games in what'll be about 3, maybe even 4 weeks, as the Governors host the Warriors 1 week from tomorrow. That'll be a 4 o'clock game, and in fact, it'll be Hall of Fame induction night for the Governors, and we'll talk more about that as the day approaches. For Spearfish, after today, they'll play on Thursday next at Hill City in the Black Hills Conference as well. Turn the page for girls basketball as our sophomore game is coming down to the final minute. Governors leading 61-42. Governor JV's won that game as well, 71-53. So a good start for Pierre on the undercard tonight. The freshman did drop a 37-30 verdict to Spearfish. However, in girls basketball, 4 unbeaten teams, including the Pierre Governors, who are 3-0 and right now sitting at the top of the power rankings with a 48-point average, ahead of Sioux Falls, Washington at 44 with a 2-0 mark. O'Gorman is 2-0 coming into today, but they lost at the Pentagon to St. Michael, Albertville, out of Minnesota, 54-45. So O'Gorman, who is the top-ranked team in the state, suffering their first loss of the season. Harrisburg is also 4-0. They're the 5 seed. Rapid City Stevens would be the 4 in there with a 3-1 mark. Mitchell, Sioux Falls, Jefferson, and Rapid City Central are the top 8. Spearfish playing the Governors at Riggs High tonight, off to a 2-1 start on the season so far. Governors last played last Tuesday, the 51-29 victory over the Watertown Arrows to put them at 3-0. Spearfish girls got a win at Hot Springs last night, 51-28, to put their record at 2-1. And again, it was 15-12 second quarter going on in that one, and that one at Riggs High Gym, and available audio-wise at KGFX. In fact, now at halftime, and it's 23-19. The Governors with a 4-point lead at the break. Spartans holding tough against the 3-0 Governors there. So that's a look at the state of basketball. Once again, Governor girls host Sturgis at 1 o'clock at Riggs tomorrow, and then they host Sioux Falls Lincoln for a 7 o'clock tip, 6:30 pregame, and a game that'll be heard here on River 92.7 on Tuesday night with the Governor girls, and then girls go to Washington in Sioux Falls, which right now is set for a 7 o'clock opening tip next Saturday. So that's the schedule ahead for the Governor girls, and for Spearfish, who again plays a doubleheader at Hill City in their next action in the week ahead. A 3-minute timeout, and our pregame will continue. The Pottsville State Farm pregame show brings up our Central Dakota Eye Care Keys to Success. Next, you're listening to Pierre Governor Basketball, your official voice of the Governors, River 92.7, online at drgnews.com.
Do you love watching high school sports but find yourself wanting to be more involved? Live Ticket TV has the solution for you. They're looking for production managers to assist for this school year. Duties include the management of equipment as well as basic technological understanding. But don't stress, paid training will be provided. Part-time wages start at $20 per hour. Call 833-605-LIVE, extension 2. That's 833-605-5483, extension 2. And punch your ticket to joining one of the fastest growing companies in South Dakota.
Capital City Ford, Lincoln, Toyota, and Pierre is here for you. They make it easy when looking for a new vehicle, getting all available vehicle information so you can spend less time researching and more time enjoying your purchase. Shop their extensive inventory from home at CapitalCityFordToyota.com or stop into Capital City Ford, Lincoln, Toyota at 518 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. Count on them for your service needs with convenient scheduling and in-stock parts. Capital City Ford, Lincoln, Toyota in Pierre, 605-224-7378.
Dakota Storm Roofing is a locally owned roofing company in Pierre, specializing in both residential and commercial roofing services. They can handle your asphalt shingle, metal roofing, and flat roof needs. New construction, plus all types of roof repairs. They can handle the finishing touches, adding fascia, soffit, and gutters too. No job is too big or too small. For a free estimate, call Dakota Storm Roofing at 280-9794. Go to DakotaStormRoofing.com or find them on Facebook or Instagram.
It's pretty obvious the world is moving faster than ever, and that means my health sometimes takes a back seat. Pressing pause on life to call for an appointment, shuffle my afternoon schedule, drive across town for a doctor's appointment sometimes feels impossible. My day just got better because I'm feeling better with the help of Avera Now. I can use my mobile device or computer for an online video visit that allows me to see a provider for urgent care conditions 24/7. Technology that fits my life with the quality health care of Avera. Learn how to begin at avera.org/now.
Chances are you're overlooking a big energy thief in your home or commercial building. The garage doors. But Overhead Door Company of Pierre can help stop that energy waste with a full range of insulated, weather-tight garage doors. Their residential garage doors can give you insulated performance at an uninsulated price. And their Thermocore insulated steel doors give commercial buildings the energy efficiency they demand today. Find out more. Call Overhead Door Company of Pierre at 1-800-649-9905 and put a stop to the garage door energy thief.
At American Family Insurance, we help protect what you've achieved so you can fearlessly go after your dreams. For auto, home, business, and life, contact us today. American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly.
American Family Insurance, Life Mutual, Standard of Ohio and Wisconsin Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin, 53783.
Call the Brittany Shufflebine Agency, LLC, with offices in Pierre, Oneida, and Gettysburg.
All right, here we go. Keys to success. Back at it in holiday basketball with Brianna Kuzler, the Governor head coach. Coach, happy holidays first. And, this is a rematch or a rescheduled game. A couple of games, Spearfish and Sturgis, that you would have had before the holiday. Obviously, the weather got in the way. You had to change things around. You look back on a Watertown win, though, last Tuesday, and a pretty good game that I think you held control for the most part. I mean, they were with you. A few ties, a few lead changes early on, but that second quarter turned things around, and by halftime, I think you had the game well at hand.
I think immediately after the Watertown game, I wasn't super happy, simply because I didn't feel like defensively we were as solid as we could be, and that maybe resulted in some simpler scores for Watertown, but credit Watertown their defense was solid. Their offense, they were going all over the place. So we got back to work this week here and talked about some of the things, learned from those things. But I think overall the Watertown game, we still did a lot of positive things, and it's easy sometimes to get caught up in the moment on. I was really hard on them about being better defensively, and this week they've really bought into that idea, and just right now we are very athletic, and we're able to get by sometimes with just relying on our athleticism. But we want to rely on fundamental defense as well, because then that's going to make everything that much easier for us. So, and they probably just got sick of me sick of me saying some of the things over and over. But really, it had to come down to back to our fundamentals defensively, and they really have worked hard this week.
Got another couple of opponents this weekend. I think that fundamentally, on paper, you're going to be favored in. So it's a good opportunity to continue forward with that mantra.
Right, exactly. I think the defense playing into our offense is what we always want to do. Even if we outmatch them both defensively or offensively, we still have to rely on those fundamentals on the defensive side of things to kind of project our offense. And we don't get transition looks if we're not rebounding the basketball. And Watertown had 13 offensive boards on us, and that just can't happen. And we talked about that. We got back to work on those things, and not just relying on our athleticism again. We've got to do the fundamentals of box outs and securing that board before we're out running. And again, I think that we got back to work with those things, and that's why you play, right? It kind of shows you what you don't know until you're going, so I think that we're feeling good about where we're at with fundamentally. Now it's an opportunity to translate what we're doing in practice to the floor.
Yeah, these some of these offensive rebounds are long rebounds, and that's what's going to happen when you're missing 3-pointers, and you got to shoot threes because you've got guys inside that are so long and athletic as they are, and that's kind of what I think you'll see out of Spearfish tonight. They're probably going to have to shoot perimeter jumpers, so now you need longer box outs, I guess, if you really want to pull these one and done rebounds. Yeah.
Right, long shots, long rebounds is the saying. We've got to really work on containing tonight, because they're going to get downhill, and if we don't contain, then we have to collapse defensively, and it's some easy kickouts for those 3-point shots. So we want to make sure that we're taking care of business one-on-one. We understand that we've got help side in place, whether even if it's a man or zone for us. But if we're able to man up and play one-on-one defense and contain them in front of us, then that's going to keep our defense from having to collapse and X out of things. So I think it really starts with just playing solid fundamental defense and getting things going offensively from there.
Yeah, and offensively into the half court, what are going to be the keys to success tonight?
Using our length to our advantage, not playing beneath people, playing above, because we do have a height advantage, but as we've talked before, it's not an advantage unless you play to that advantage. So that's something where we've got kids that can play above the rim and being able to not pass through things, but playing above, still being solid with faking a pass to make a pass, not just getting by with throwing things up. But I think that if we can be, I know, continue to repeat myself here, but fundamental offensively as well, and getting those simple scores. It's not easy, but it's simple.
Yep. All right, Coach, go get it done. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Here's Brianna Kuzler, the head coach of the Pierre Governors. Coach's comments and keys to success as the Govs take on the Spearfish Spartans are sponsored by Central Dakota Eye Care in Pierre. And we'll hear from them, and we'll hear from Spartan head coach Ben Schultz when we return with more of the Pierre Governor pregame.
Central Dakota Eye Care continues to grow and give. Hi, this is Dr. Matt Blazik. During the months of November and December, Central Dakota Eye Care is donating a portion of all glasses sales to the Pierre chapter of Sleep in Heavenly Peace. Use your insurance flex plans before the end of the year, or treat yourself this holiday to a new pair of glasses. Remember, regular, yearly comprehensive eye exams are key in finding eye problems before symptoms appear. We are accepting new patients. Call us at 224-6128 Central Dakota Eye Care, 640 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. Better vision for a great life.
All right, keys to success will continue. We're with Ben Schultz of the Spearfish Spartans here. As Coach Schultz, you and your Spartans off to a 1-1 start, although a lot of time in between games, unfortunately. Last night you get back at it after about 3-week layoff from game number 1, which was a win over Belfouche. Good game there. Last night maybe a little rust, I guess, with Hot Springs. They get you by 5. What are you seeing from your team from game number 1 to 2 in this early season so far?
Sure. Game 1, I thought we had great intensity. We had a goal and 3 keys to win, and I thought we executed very well in that. Moving to last night, it was kind of the opposite. Came out a little flat. Weren't executing offensively, kind of tended to go back to our old habits. And we're a team that we got to move the ball, we got to execute our offensive sets, and we got to try to battle on the boards. And last night, the intensity wasn't there. Had 18 turnovers. Just ball wasn't falling. Missed a lot of wide open looks, wide open layups, and and we dug ourselves a hole. Did a really good job in the fourth to battle back to get it a 4-point game. But unfortunately, if you dig yourself a hole, you got to play perfect at the end of the game to try to give yourself a chance.
And there you go. I mean, it's a 32-minute process. Right. And tonight, now that you get a Pierre team that's off to a really good start, 32 minutes is going to need to be done this evening.
Yeah, absolutely. Pierre's a really good team. Greek athletes all over the place. We're really going to have to bring it on the defensive end and try to hold them to 1 shot of possession. And we can't go one-on-one on the offense end. We got to move the ball. We got to take it deep into the shot clock and pass up good to great shots.
I know you have a pretty small lineup, I think, compared to them. So you're going to need some quickness maybe to make up for that. What can you do maybe physically inside against this bigger team?
Yeah, and we're just going to have to front the post. We're going to have to front the post and bring heavy help on the backside and also in them gaps. All we can do is just try to make them force them into tough shots and just try to hold them to one possession or one shot of possession.
Yeah, and I know offensively too, because they're such a good rebounding team, they're going to have that advantage too. You really got to get the best look that you possibly can and hope they're going down.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, to beat a team like this, we're just going to have to shoot it in flat out and just getting back on defense and just trying to get them into a half court and take them deep into the shot clock to try to shorten the possessions of the game. It's kind of going to give us the best look that we can.
I know it's your first year running this program out here, but what do you know about the kids so far? As far from an experience standpoint, how much varsity time have they had, and and obviously how much of a work in progress are you going to see this year?
And we have a very inexperienced team right now. We have 2 major varsity contributors coming back. I should say 3 major varsity contributors coming back. We have guys starting that didn't even play last year. Guys coming off the bench that weren't even playing last year. So it's a huge learning curve to not only learn a new system, but also feel comfortable enough on the varsity court to get things done. So it's going to be a road up, but we're well on our way, and I think we have a group that's willing to take on that challenge.
Good. And speaking of that system, I mean, your style of play that you would prefer to employ if you've got the horses, what would you like to see out of this team?
Yeah, and I love ball movement. It's a beautiful game when you move the ball. I'm big into inside-out offense. I want the ball inside and kick out for higher percentage shots. When we go one-on-one, we tend to struggle in those times, but when we get the ball moving and we attack the rim with 2 feet and we kick out, we're a pretty good offensive team. And then we have I'm a defensive-minded coach. Sure. So we want to bring a high defensive mentality every single night. And that's where we start. If we start on that defensive end, it creates great offense. So that's just kind of my mentality.
I like that. Any other keys to success against the Governors tonight?
We're going to have to shoot it in. We're going to have to try to keep those monsters off the glass as best as possible. And we just got to really communicate with each other. It's a game of runs, so if they go on a run, we can't have the wheels fall off. We just have to dig our feet in and figure out ways to get stops.
All right, Coach. Appreciate your time. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Our thanks to Ben Schultz for his coach's comments and keys to success in our pregame that are sponsored by Central Dakota Eye Care in Pierre. Got the starting lineups still to come, but as we get set to go to our national anthem break here at the gym, let's first give you quickly our other starting lineup, the naming of the game officials. Our game officials are the law on the court. We always thank high school sports officials for doing what is oftentimes a thankless job. Tonight's law on the court is David Burnett, Mike Kirkaby, and Alan Olson. It is Dave Burnett, Mike Kirkaby, Alan Olson, the law on the court. They're sponsored by the South Dakota Attorney General's Office and their Division of Consumer Protection. Back in 2 minutes, this is Governor Basketball.
Driven by the Office of Highway Safety, River 92.7, KGFX-FM, Pierre. Arrive alive. Don't text and drive.
Gift cards are great things to give as gifts. But when someone tells you you need to use a gift card to pay for something you owe, like utilities, taxes, and other fees, red flags should go off, and it should cause you to stop and think. Most legitimate companies will never tell you to pay with a gift card. Before you go to purchase these gift cards, please call Consumer Protection at 800-300-1986 and let them check things out for you, so you're not out of your hard-earned money.
Do you dream of a custom home built within your budget and done on time? Kruger Contracting can make that dream a reality. They're a trusted home builder since 2003, and they're going to be upfront and open about cost and transparent about where your money is going when it comes to your new home. Their skilled crew will manage construction of your new home from start to finish. They're located in Pierre and can build your home in Pierre, Fort Pierre, or the surrounding area. Call 605-222-2523. Visit KrugerContracting.com or find Kruger Contracting on Facebook.
From the early days of South Dakota statehood through today's digital revolution, BankWest has remained committed to helping customers and communities succeed. BankWest Associates uphold this commitment by developing innovative products, tailoring financial solutions to customer needs, and actively supporting community causes. For a bank committed to helping you and your community prosper, choose Bank West. Bank West. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
Back in Spearfish, starting lineups already being done on the floor. The Governors have been breezed through. We'll go the same way. Jacob Mayer, the starting point guard, a 5'11 senior, along with the shooter Lincoln Keenholz to do everything. 6'3 guard, and the forwards include Ben Heisler, a 6'3 senior, Jackson Edmonds, 6'7 and a senior, and Christian Bush, the 6'4 senior. For the 3-0 Pierre Governors and head coach Brianna Kusler. Their opponents, the Spearfish Spartans, 1-1 on the season. Starting at guard is Carter Lyon, a 6-foot senior. Seth Hamilton is a 6-foot junior as well. Third guard will be Smith Funky, a 5'11 senior. Guard number 4, Tate Schatz, a 5'9 senior. Antonio Serrano is the one big at 6'3 and a senior. Spartans are head coached by Ben Schultz. Those are the Envirotech starting lineups, but we're ready to go. Here in our opening tip is next, sponsored by Comtech Communication and Electronic Services in Pierre on the truck bypass. And Comtech sponsoring our countdown to Christmas. Congratulations to Cole O'Connor, who is the countdown to Christmas winner courtesy of Comtech in Pierre. The Comtech tip opening and controlled by Benjamin Heisler and the Pierre Governors, who will travel in a left to right fashion for us here in this first half of play. Governors in road green tonight with the black numbers and trim. Spearfish in road white with the maroon numbers and trim. They'll be heading right to left on their offensive possessions. A right elbow shot up no good off the front of the rim for Jackson Edmond and collected by the Spearfish Spartans. So here come the Spartans looking to get on the board first and foremost. Swinging around the right side to take shots. They get it to the corner, but Carter Lyon will bring it back out on top. And Spearfish can expect them to play a lot of perimeter basketball unless they get some really good open looks inside, like on the drive. Nope, a kick out up top, 3-ball. That's off the mark left side, and Keenholz will run down the miss from Smith Funky. And Keenholz up ahead. Heisler with the nice up high grab, and he'll bring it down and put it up and in for 2. Well, Keenholz, just like he does on the football field, delivering a long pass. Good for a score, as Heisler puts the first bucket down in layup format. Minute 10 gone by. Here's a 3 in the corner for the Spartans. Another miss for Funky. Jackson Edmond up with the rebound. Governors quickly up ahead. Keenholz for 3, and that will not go on his first shot attempt. Rebound is down to Tate Schatz. He's got it across. He'll challenge. Nope, he'll kick it out. And another 3-ball here is good. Seth Hamilton off of the kick out by Tate Schatz, and it is Spearfish taking an early lead at 3-2. Screen and roll. Keenholz to Edmond underneath Christian Bush across the lane below the left block. Pushed from behind in the act of shooting, and Bushy will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Seth Hamilton, the guilty party, will pick up foul number 1 with 6:19 to go here in the first quarter of play. Bush to shoot a pair, and the first one is up and good. I think it's a good opportunity for Christian Bush to get in a scoring column, even if it is from the free throw line early. Get him kind of in a rhythm. Second one back irons. Jackson Edmond with a long-armed offensive rebound, but his putback will not go, and Spearfish has the rebound this time from Carter Lyon. So we're tied at 3-3 early on. Spearfish looking for more perimeter offense. They'll kick it down to the corner. That is Schatz, but the shot up no good, and Bush down with the rebound here for the Governors. Spearfish 1 out of 4 on the floor, all attempts from outside the arc this far. Here's Jacob Mayer, right wing to Bush, right elbow, shot up. That's a little strong. Almost had a shooter's touch come down, but it will not. And it is Schatz down with the rebound. Governors looking for quick shots, so is Spearfish. Here's a block for Jackson Edmond. He'll deny Smith Funky from the right corner. And Jackson with his first block. Of course, Edmond in the town that he'll be playing in the next few seasons. He's already committed to Black Hills State University. He'll sign his letter of intent here in another month or so. Pass back into the lane. Now challenge. The shot up, in and out, no good for Antonio Serrano, but the Governors unable to handle the rebound. Spearfish with a second chance, and it is Serrano from outside the arc. This time no good. Edmond with the rebound up ahead. Heisler misses on the right side. Spearfish with some scrappy defense inside the paint. And now they get it up ahead, but a finger roll layup won't go for Hamilton. Keenholz is down with the rebound. Up and down, back and forth, but 3 minutes in, it's still 3-3. There's Keenholz. He knows how to finish. Pretty finger roll with the left hand. And he gives the Governors the lead back at 5-3. Spearfish works it around left side to the wing, up top to Serrano. Around the line to Hamilton, and now Funky again. Still looking for the opening. Governors had been given some open looks from three-point range so far, but Spearfish still just 1 out of 6 now from the long range. 10 on the shot clock. Spin move. Keenholz will cut in front of a bounce pass, but he took his eye off the ball. Did not receive it cleanly, and Spearfish will still have the possession arrow, but the shot clock got reset, and I don't think that should have happened. There wasn't really any control gained by the Governors. But it's at 34 instead of in single digits. The inbound out to Serrano, and up with a Heisler block off the glass. And the rebound down to the Governors. Here's Keenholz up ahead. Starts it down low to Edmond. And he'll get a push on the floor before trying a reverse. This foul will go to Carter Lyon. You look at some of the mismatches, and the Governors definitely in the post will have the advantage. Edmond at 6'7". Spearfish's tallest player is 6'3", but Antonio Serrano guarding against 6'4". Big body Christian Bush, who takes the inbound up top. He'll be left alone. He wants 3, won't get it. Edmond with the keep alive in the middle of the lane. Jump hook is up and in. As Jackson Edmond gets the putback, and the Governors now with 5 in a row, leading 7-3. Bouncer to the high post, free throw line, Serrano. Back up, down to the corner. Hamilton to Serrano again. Now shots, right side up top. Looks back to the left. Hamilton will fire with 3. That one's off the mark. Spearfish trying to keep it alive, and a good job by Carter Lyon to give him another opportunity. 2 offensive boards for the much smaller Spartans so far. Under 3.5 minutes to play in the first quarter. Slow start offensively, really, for both teams. It's 7-3. Funky fakes the 3 in the corner. Got Bush zigging and zagging. Now Bush battling, and he gets a takeaway. Strip of the basketball away from Antonio Serrano. First turnover of the game, and we got to travel. Here is Spearfish again giving Ben Heisler something to think about down on the right block. And the Governors' first turnover as Brecken Kruger checks in for Christian Bush. Kruger, the 6'1 senior for the Govs. Down to the 3-minute mark here in the first. Still 7-3. Governors on top as Spearfish will continue to play patiently in that perimeter play-catch offense, for lack of a better term. Now they get one inside. Serrano with a pump fake. Shot up over Edmond, but no good. And Edmond will bring it down. Serrano 0 for 4. Here is Edmond again. Up top, he'll drive around Serrano, but kick out. Jacob Mayer right back into Jackson. He'll make the move into the lane, nowhere to go. Outside the arc, Kruger pops a 3, but no good. Edmond is right there, and he'll one-hand the jam right back down on the putback. Well, the Governors have been failing to get some offensive rebounds, at least in that game at Watertown last week against a smaller team. Tonight getting a few, and a good putback there. Miss for Funky off the side of the backboard. Kruger down with a rebound, left to right across the timeline. Governors by 6, looking for more. Keenholz gets the screen. Floater from the left elbow up, no good, and a foul on the rebound will be called on Benjamin Heisler. It's one thing you don't see Lincoln Keenholz doing very often, trying to get those floating runners in the lane, but he tried to get the touch shot to go, could not do so. Meanwhile, Jacob Mayer is out. Cade Kaiser, the 6'2 junior, on for the first time. We're 6 minutes in, and the Governors lead by 6, 9-3. Here in Spearfish, the Mountain Time start. Good to have you joining us. Get you an update on the girls. A Heisler tip and a steal picked up by the Govs. Inside is Edmond. He'll get his pocket picked, but a little too much on the wrist. And a foul called by on Carter Lyon, which will be his second here in the first period. Team foul number 3 for the Spartans. And we'll see our first Spearfish substitutions as Lyon, joined by Schatz, and checking out Bennett Corton, a 5'10 freshman, is on for the first time. And also number 11, Brody Janvrin. It's Kruger inside to Keenholz on the inbound, and Lincoln puts the bunny up and in. The Governors have scored 9 unanswered points, and they lead 11-3. And we've got a Keenholz foul trying to make things difficult on the far side for Smith Funky. Keenholz will pick up his first. Team foul number 3 for the Governors.
His first. Third team foul.
Carson Aharts will check in for Heisler for the first time. It is Heisler checking out. I think he may have 2 fouls. I didn't write one of them down. Serrano with it as Spearfish inbounds. Under a minute and a half to go. Quarter number 1. Welcome aboard. If you're just joining us off of the Governor girls game, this is Governor boys basketball. River 92.7 joined by live ticket for video streaming at drgnews.com. Serrano looking to back in on the left block. Kicks it up top. Janvrin on the move. Fakes the pass, but the shot is blocked by Edmond. His second. Now a loose ball taken away by Cade Kaiser. Up ahead. He'll leave it with Kruger. He fakes left. Drives right. Kicks out. Carson Aharts for 3 is good. Aharts, who's been shooting 66% from beyond the arc. It's his first here tonight. Serrano wants the answer from long range in the corner. That will not go. Keenholz has the rebound. Spearfish hit a 3 early, but it's been tough going the rest of the first quarter. Pierre now leading 14-3. Just the 1 field goal for the Spartans. We've got a moving screen called here on Edmond, as he tried to spring Brecken Kruger with space. Edmond doesn't like the call, but you could see as he set that screen, he just put a little extra hip and shoulder into that block out. And the Governors will turn it over for the second time. 14-3 though. Governors in the lead. Shot clock off. Game clock down to about 20 seconds left here in the first. Give and go, but Janvrin can't get the return from Corton. That was picked up by Cade Kaiser, and a double dribble is going to be called. Kaiser collected it maybe with a dribble, then picked it up and put it on the ground. That's the word according to David Burnett, one of my favorite officials, good buddy of mine from Phillips, South Dakota here, officiating this one. 16 seconds left. Spearfish has it back. They'd love to get something down before the end of the quarter, see if they can get a second field goal here. Coming in around the spin. Nice move and a good shot up and in. It's Seth Hamilton. 3 seconds left for the Govs. Keenholz will pop from 30 feet, but no good. A little too strong. And the Governors will take a 14-5 lead to the second quarter. That's our score on the Gales Gas Service scoreboard, brought to you by Gales Gas Service in Pierre. Governor basketball brought to you on your official home of the Governors by your Pierre sports marketing partners, including Midco and Maher Law Office.
Your winning destination, the Golden Buffalo Casino in Lower Brule, gives you more chances to win. Hot seat drawings, pick a prize drawings, chances to win great prizes, the hottest slots around. It's all just waiting for you at the Golden Buffalo Casino. Find out more by logging on to thegoldenbuffalocasino.com and by following them on Facebook. Just minutes north of Reliance, exit 248. We'd like to thank you for tuning into this broadcast and supporting our area youth. The Golden Buffalo Casino, proud to support Live Ticket.
Every farm is unique, but all farmers have something in common: the desire to maximize their land and improve it for the next generation. You need a cooperative that offers peace of mind. AgTegra Cooperative is an ag partner that shares your values and is part of your community. From agronomy and grain operations to energy and feed, AgTegra will link your farm to the future. AgTegra Cooperative. Strong, stable, dependable.
Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota is serving the Central South Dakota community and beyond with a great selection of used vehicles. Local trades and program vehicles are available. New Toyotas and new Fords are arriving and selling before they even hit the lot. So don't wait. Stop in and find out what's coming. If you've been thinking about ordering a new Ford, stop in and sit down with one of our sales specialists today. Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota at 518 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. Call 605-224-7378 and visit CapitalCityFordToyota.com.
Team to all of you and yours, and a happy new year upcoming. Governors start on the opening possession of the second quarter. Brecken Kruger looking to pass, but he fumbles fumbles the basketball, and it's picked up by Brody Janvrin and the Spartans. A takeaway here for Spearfish. as they'll try to get things worked around. Once again, a smaller team working against a longer team. Long arms of guys like Christian Bush, Jackson Edmond, Carson Aharts, who's out there defending now. Baseline kick out. Seth Hamilton on the move. Jump stop. Pump fake. He got one at the end of the first quarter. Can't get this one, though, as Aharts is down with the rebound. And here come the Governors. Keenholz flying through and getting the left-handed layup. Lincoln with 6, and it is 16-5. And again, transition baskets. Boy, the Governors have been very good in transition so far in their first 3+ games. Here's Janvrin firing a 3-set shot from the right wing, up no good. Hamilton blocks out, though, for an offensive rebound. Spearfish with a second chance. We're going to have a foul in down low, as Seth Hamilton was tied up by Christian Bush, but Christian with too much of the arms, and he'll pick up his first personal foul. They're not putting player fouls, names or numbers up on the scoreboard for the most part. Just keeping track of team fouls. Here's a takeaway, though, for Bush. His second. Keenholz working against 3 defenders. Right-handed layup slicing through defenders, though no good. It's Hamilton down. He wants to go coast to coast. He's got the left-handed dipsy-do. Seth Hamilton, well done. Coast to coast and slicing through defenders to get the layup that Lincoln Keenholz could not. 16-7, Spearfish back within single digits. Now Carson Aharts on the move, but Serrano closes off the lane. Here's Kruger on the run. Took a little bump, but a good defensive effort by the Spartans. Caught on the backside by Hamilton. Hamilton now with 4 rebounds so far. 6:10 to play, second quarter. Smith Funky down low, and Bush will get another strip takeaway. 5th turnover for Spearfish. Kruger yields to Keenholz. Jackson Edmond on the bench for now. Carson Aharts and Christian Bush are the bigs underneath. Here's Keenholz out around the perimeter. Backs off. He'll be fouled by Funky in the act of shooting as he tried to fade away on a 15-footer from the right baseline. So Funky will commit the foul here. His first and the team's 4th. Lincoln Keenholz in the act will get 2 from the stripe. Clock stopping at 5:51 in the second period. Keenholz off the back of the rim, no good on the first one. Keenholz an 18-point per game scorer in the first 3 ball games, pulling down 7 rebounds. Heisler also a 7 rebound per game effort so far. Ben Heisler scoring 14 a game. Jackson Edmond averaging a double-double, 11 and 11 points and rebounds in the first 3 contests as well. The big 3 for the Governors certainly going to be expected to carry them much of the way. Keenholz, by the way, did hit the second free throw. Here's a give to the high post, and once again, Seth Hamilton is the major offense for the Spearfish Spartans so far, as he now has all 9 points on the board for the Sparties. 5:20 to go, second quarter. Spearfish hanging tough. They're within 8, 17-9. Heisler back on the floor along with Jacob Mayer. Cade Kaiser as well joining Keenholz and Bush still out there. Keenholz on the screen and roll to Bush. He'll get it back down to the wing. Kaiser fires from 18. He needed 20 on that one as he overshoots, though. And we've got a whistle. And the shot clock did not reset after Spearfish pulled down the rebound. So they'll start that up once we get going from half court. That gives a chance for the Governors to make a substitution. And Bush is out. Jackson Edmond back in for the Governors. 17-9 our score. It was 14-5 Pierre at the end of 1. We'll keep tabs on that girls game, which is a tight one in the 4th quarter. Being heard on KGFX in the AM or 103.1 FM. Tate shots back on. Here's Keenholz with a steal of a Serrano pass. Boom! One-hander down. Keenholz takes it away, and he outruns 2 Spartans to the goal. Here back up by 10. Keenholz, fun to watch him fly, no doubt about that. Edmond and Kaiser knock one away on the far side out of bounds. Spearfish inbounds it once again. 25 on the shot clock. Plenty of time in this possession. Here's Hamilton against Heisler, top of the key. Screen not there. Shots on the wing, right side around Kaiser. He's got an opening, but he'll be called for a carry of the basketball. And the Governors will get the basketball once again. 7 turnovers here in the first half for Spearfish as Kruger checks in for Kaiser. And an all-senior lineup out there now for the Governors. Kruger off of the bench. Here's Keenholz feeding underneath. Edmond up and in for 2. On the right side, Jackson now has hit 3 straight. He's got 6 points. Serrano spinning against 2 defenders. Edmond with his 3rd block shot kept alive. Now Hamilton steps back for 3, in and out and back in again. Boy, what a player, Seth Hamilton. He's making plays for the Spartans. He's doing his best to keep this team alive against the Governors. Spearfish still trailing 21-12, but Hamilton has all 12 for the home team. Now Heisler will feed to Edmond underneath once again, and there's the post play that should be strong for the Governors tonight. Edmond much taller, and his leaping ability makes him that much higher than anybody else on the floor for Spearfish. 11-point lead. Hamilton keeps it away from Edmond this time, but he can't put it up and in. Edmond down with a rebound. Up ahead to Keenholz. Outside the arc, he'll skip it across. Mayer for 3 on line, but a little bit short. His first shot attempt of the night. Serrano will pull down the rebound, and Spearfish will slow it up, giving Hamilton at least a chance to catch his breath. Over to Brody Janvrin, near side. Now back up to reset with Serrano. Far side has it to Tate Schatz. Smith Funky trying to get it to the high post, taken away by Kruger. Kruger on a 2-on-2 forces a layup attempt from a wide margin. Up no good. Janvrin has the rebound. Now back out to Hamilton. 3-pointer in and out, no good this time. Serrano with a physical rebound. He got run up the backside. Probably should have been a Kruger foul, but Serrano will go to the free throw line as he draws the second personal from Jackson Edmond instead. Kind of a more damaging foul with Edmond's second rather than what could have been Brecken Kruger's first. Serrano will shoot 2 from the stripe, and the first one is good. News for the Spartans, somebody other than Seth Hamilton on the scoreboard. Hamilton has 12, Serrano with his first, and it's 23-13 as Kruger checks out in place of Carson Aharts. Brody Janvrin out for Spearfish. Serrano ready to shoot another. Here, girls opened up things in that fourth quarter. They'll win it by 13, 57-44. Second free throw, no good for Serrano. Jackson Edmond rebounds. He'll take it all the way into the lane. Spin move, though, up, no good. A little bit short. Hamilton, he'll go coast to coast, but he can't get the layup to go either. Now it's Aharts. Up across. 2:10 to play in the first half, 23-13. The Governors have led for most of the way, other than a 3-2 Spearfish lead. And there's a nice feed. Keenholz underneath the Heisler. Right-handed layup is up and good. So again, 57-44. Governor Girls outscore Spearfish 19-6 in the fourth quarter, breaking what was a 38-38 tie. So if you were listening to that game and have tuned over to the boys, welcome aboard. Brian Oakland here in the Northern Hills. Smith Funky wants to shoot 3, but he travels with it first. A stutter step, receiving the pass down to the left wing. And another giveaway for Spearfish. And if you have just joined us, Governors led 14-5 at the end of one quarter of play. Spearfish trying to keep pace, but the Governors lead right now 25-13, and we hit the 90-second mark of quarter number 2. Mayer walks it left to right across the timeline with the Governors in green. Aharts across the lane from one elbow to the other. Bush will fire but come up short. Rebound down to Seth Hamilton, who is a do-everything player for the Spearfish Spartans. He has 12 of their 13 points on the board so far. Spearfish has to work it around in perimeter. They'll get one down low. Funky bounces out to the corner again. More swing passes, and now Serrano drives, and he'll push one off the glass and through. And the inbound taken away, but Tate Schatz unable to get an open look home. Spearfish misses an opportunity there. Otherwise, a pretty good defensive play. Now Mayer, long pass underneath. Heisler, score it, and a foul. Benjamin Heisler, aggressive in the paint with his third field goal.
His first.
And
15 foul. Basketball Heisler is good, shooting 1.
did not catch who had the foul. But Heisler finishes off the three-point play. And the Governors up the lead to 13 at 28-15. Spearfish quickly up the floor, but the Governors were back defensively. Here's Janvrin, long pass taken away. Keenholz dunks it again. Basket cradle up and top and over. Keenholz with 2 slams now. 4 on the season. Serrano with the runner is off the back of the rim, no good. Hartz pulls down another rebound. And the Governors doubling up. Spearfish now 30-15. Time for one more shot here. 7 seconds, counting them down. Oh, Keenholz has his pocket pick taken away by Smith-Funky. Up ahead to Hamilton, no good. And a Keenholz foul. As Mr. Official says, Lincoln got Seth Hamilton on the head as he was trying to block that shot in the scooping layup. So give credit to Smith-Funky on that pickpocket of Lincoln Keenholz, something you don't see very often. Clock stopped with 1.4 seconds left. Keenholz' second personal. Team foul number 6. We haven't had a lot of whistles here in the first half. Pierre with 6 fouls, Spearfish with 5. But Hamilton shooting a pair. And the first one is good. Keenholz will check out with those 2 fouls. Breck and Kruger on. We'll see if the Governors have time for a shot of some kind. And Hamilton will check out after hitting the second free throw. Jack Ammerman, a 5'10 senior, on for the first time. 30-17 Govs. Hartz inbounds. Mayer will push it ahead. 60 feet or so, but comes up a little bit short. And on the Gales Gas Service scoreboard, the Governors maintaining a double-digit lead to intermission. It's Pierre 30, Spearfish 17. The scoreboard sponsored by Gales Gas Service in Pierre. And we'll go to halftime here after a 2-minute break. Let's make it a 3-minute timeout. Timeouts, or rather halftime, sponsored by Wealth Partners. Ameriprise Financial, you'll find them in the Northridge Plaza in Pierre. The Governors lead by 13. Your official voice of the Governors, River 92.7 and drgnews.com.
At Ringneck Energy, their mission is to produce renewable energy that adds value to grain and livestock production, enhances the income of their investor partners, and provide a safe, rewarding work environment. Located at 901 Redwood Avenue in Oneida, South Dakota. Call 605-945-6900 or check ringneckenergy.com. A proud supporter of local schools and wishes all students the best of luck in all their activities during the school year, creating economic opportunities in our community.
When you expect more, you expect more. When you expect more, Dakota Prairie Bank, providing great service right from the start. It's our promise to you that sets us apart. With every handshake and a smile, we go that extra mile. When you expect more, you expect more. When you expect more, Dakota Prairie Bank.
At Jan Bussey Ford & Highmore, they've been building partnerships for life by treating customers right, offering a low-pressure sales process, no haggling over price, passing low overhead savings on, and providing a Ford-certified service department fixing it right the very first time. If you're looking for a new Ford, a quality pre-owned vehicle, a new or used ATV, or a trailer, stop by Jan Bussey Ford & Highmore and experience the difference.
Jan Bussey Ford, building partnerships for life.
What if we said a bank isn't a place to lock up money? It's a place to set it free. What if the point of banking wasn't to bank at all, but to put your ideas to work? What if your bank asked, what if, a little more? Well, what if we told you we do? We're American Bank and Trust, where what if meets why not? If you're ready to change what you get out of banking, start a relationship with us. What if you made the move today?
Dimmick Cheese has been making handmade artisan cheese for over 90 years and has over 25 flavors of cheese. Stop by the store for sampling of all the cheeses. The store also offers several South Dakota-made products. And at the store, find Remedy Brewing on tap. Dimmick Cheese offers gift boxes, and fundraisers are available. To find out more, go to the website, dimmickdairy.com, or call 605-928-3833. And don't forget to check your local grocery store for their premium cheeses and cheese spreads. Dimmick Cheese. Grosenberg Implement, your family-owned John Deere dealer, will be closed on Monday, January 2nd, so their staff can enjoy the New Year holiday with their families. Everyone at Grosenberg Implement thanks their customers for a great 2022 and are looking forward to working with you in 2023. Grosenberg Implement, your family-owned John Deere dealer since 1937.
Titan Machinery is your go-to Case IH agricultural equipment dealer. Your Highmore, Miller, and Pierre locations have a large selection of new and used ag equipment with access to one of the largest parts and whole goods inventories in the country. Titan Machinery prides itself in providing quality Case IH parts, service, and support to Highmore, Miller, Pierre, and the surrounding communities. Stop by Titan Machinery of Highmore, Miller, and Pierre today. Power and precision to grow.
Have all of your painting supplies at the paint store in Pierre. They mix paint and they color match paint. They carry interior and exterior stains. Great selection of paint. Find it at 1006 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. The Paint Store, 605-224-8312, 224-8312. The Paint Store is a proud supporter of the Stanley County Buffaloes and the Pierre Governors in sports and activities. The Paint Store, same great paint, same great services.
The Fieldhouse in Pierre is your premier spot to watch all the sports, from your local Govs and Lady Govs, as well as Buffs and Lady Buffs, all the way up to your favorite big league teams. Kick back and relax with a pizza, nachos, burgers, or one of our air-fried appetizers. Wash down the food with your pick from our array of premium beverages. Between the action, be sure to check out the unique and plentiful memorabilia throughout the building. We can't wait for you to come in and watch the games with us broadcast on liveticket.tv. The Fieldhouse in Pierre.
The Corner Station Convenience Store and the Crossing Pub are both conveniently located on Pleasant Drive in Pierre, South Dakota. At the Corner Station, grab your favorite hot and cold beverages and snacks while filling your vehicle up with Cenex brand gasoline. The Corner Station also features a super tunnel car wash to keep your vehicle sparkling clean. At the Crossing, grab a cold beverage and check out their selection of appetizers while watching the Stanley County Buffaloes and Pierre Governors live on their big screen televisions. Best of luck to all area students from the Corner Station and the Crossing. The Best Western Ramkota Hotel in Rapid City supports all South Dakota student athletes and their families. They are conveniently located off Interstate 90, close to downtown and minutes from the beautiful Black Hills. The Ramkota offers sports and family-friendly rates. Guests can relax for free in the indoor water park. They have 36,000 square feet of banquet and meeting space, and the award-winning Minerva's Restaurant and Bar is located on site. Best Western Ramkota welcomes everyone to beautiful Rapid City, South Dakota.
DRG Media Group Sports is the official voice of the Pierre Governors.
Keenholz wants to run again, and he's got room. 40, 30, foot race to the 10, 5, and a touchdown. Pierre will come back and set up Avery Kaiser on the outside left through the block, and that's down.
The official voice of the Pierre Governors, River 92.7, and also at the River 92.7 page of the DRG News app, brought to you by Golden Buffalo and DRGnews.com.
Riverview RV Park overlooks Lake Sharp on the Missouri River. They have all the amenities from full hookups, laundry, showers, dog park, play area, and free Wi-Fi. There's no need to drive across the country. When here in central South Dakota, you can find some of the best fishing and the most spectacular sunrises and sunsets. Call us today at 605-280-6266 or reserve your next camping spot online at briggsrvpark.com. Make Riverview RV Park your home away from home experience.
John Hoffman Electric is your neighborhood electrical service contractor, and so much more. No job is too big or too small for our team of professionals. We pride ourselves on keeping up with new technologies, such as Aerial, an augmented reality visual tool used to customize and experience a finished space before breaking ground. So whether you're building new or renovating a home, farm, or commercial space, let John Hoffman Electric light the way. John Hoffman is a proud sponsor of all local activities broadcast on Live Ticket TV.
Briggs Trucking and Construction in Fort Pierre provides quality freight transportation services, cargo hauling, excavation, and demolition services. They also specialize in dirt and gravel work for everything from commercial work to new construction. Briggs Trucking and Construction will haul everything from light poles to farm and agricultural supplies. The bigger the job or the bigger the load, the better, as that is where their expertise really shines. Contact Briggs Trucking and Construction at 605-280-2848 or email them at cbriggs25@pi.midco.net to visit about your next project.
Your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today. Your first...
Wow, Bill, you're walking so much better. What did you do?
Well, I got so tired of the pain and nearly fell. And one of my friends recommended physical therapy at Winter Physical Therapy. And you know what? My back also stopped hurting.
Huh. So how did you get started?
My doctor wrote me a referral, but that's not always needed. Turns out you always have a choice where you want to go.
So why did you choose Winter Physical Therapy?
I love to support our locally owned small businesses, and quite frankly, they give great personalized care.
Winter Physical Therapy. Exceptional care.
Your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
As community bankers, BankWest employees are deeply committed to supporting local causes, growing the local economy, and creating local opportunities. At a time when you can bank anywhere, we hope you choose BankWest. We'll be your financial partner for the long haul, helping you and your community achieve financial success. BankWest. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
Voice of Governor Basketball, the stations of DRG Media Group. Comtech throw-in to start the second half, put in play by the Spearfish Spartans, brought to you, like the opening tip, by Comtech on the truck bypass in Pierre. Starting five at first glance out there for both teams. Stage shots down to the corner to Carter Lyon. Back to shots, and now on the cut, it's Serrano. He can't get it to go. Got his own rebound, though. Battles against Christian Bush, and will pick up a foul as Bush tried to stay straight up. But Antonio Serrano with some good physical play to start here in this second half. Govs leading 30-17. Christian Bush with his first personal foul. Make that his second. Jackson Edmond and Lincoln Kenols both with 2 fouls in the first half. It was Ben Heisler with 1 as well. Serrano hit the first, too much on the second one though. And Jackson Edmond down with the rebound. I had Edmond with 8 rebounds. That shot clock apparently needs to be reset once again, so a play stoppage as Jacob Mayer crosses half court. Official stats were handed to us, and they've got Edmond with 8 rebounds as well. So another opportunity here for the Governors, their first possession of the second half as they lead by a dozen. Keenholz inside, Edmond, he'll kick it out. Mayer now quickly back up top. Bush inside, Heisler, it's up and in for two. Boy, you love the ball movement by the Governors on that sequence. A lot of unselfish play. That's how you get it done. 32-18 so far for the Govs. Their biggest lead, as I recall, was at 15 at 30-15 toward the tail end of that first half. Spearfish, again, has been playing a lot around the perimeter. The Governors with a lot of long arms and a lot of great leaping ability inside the arc. They're just trying to look for the best looks that they can, play it patiently. Here's a quick fire three. Hamilton, he may have made that from NBA range. Smith Funky with the assist, and Seth Hamilton with 17 points. Antonio Serrano has the other 4. Here's Edmond up at the high post underneath. Heisler will put it up and in with a right-handed reverse. Another assisted bucket for the Governors. Good ball movement. 2 for 2 on their possessions. 34-21 here in the second half. Another 3 in the corner is good here, and it's that guy, Seth Hamilton. He can't do any wrong, and Brianna Kusler is going to take a timeout here. 34-24, Govs by 10. They've got to solve the problem of number 3 wearing white here in Spearfish tonight. Our first timeout is sponsored by Coca-Cola Bottling in Pierre, and we're back in 30 seconds. This is Governor Basketball.
With our new online loan application, you can go to our website and apply for a loan when it's most convenient for you. We make getting loan approval fast and easy. Our local lenders are available to assist you if you have any questions. We make it pain-free to get that loan you've been wanting. We're an equal housing lender. Oahe Federal Credit Union, your hometown credit union since 1955. Federally insured by NCUA.
Governors out of their first Coca-Cola timeout of the evening. Spearfish hasn't used one themselves either. Welcome back to Spearfish High. Governors still working it around, and Christian Bush on the turnaround high off the glass, no good, but Ben Heisler comes in, pulls it down, puts it back up and in. Heisler for 2. He's got 6 in the quarter. Since halftime, he's got 13 now to lead the Governors. Keenholz has 11, also in double digits. Spearfish working it up high to Carter Lyon, wants to bounce it down to the baseline. Tate Schatz didn't expect the placement of the pass. This one will go out of bounds. Turnover number 1 in the second half for the Spartans, number 11 overall. 36-24, Govs by a dozen. 5:25 counting down third quarter. Good to have you here on Friday night, Saturday afternoon for New Year's Eve tomorrow. Heisler's outside the arc this time, a 3-ball no good. Long arm rebound for Jackson Edmond underneath with the feed. Christian Bush, left-handed bunny, is up and good. Governors doing a lot of things right offensively here so far in the first 3 minutes of the second half. Here's Lyon underneath. check it, Hamilton. Swatted away by Edmond, his 4th block of the game, and now a travel as Hamilton tries to get around Jackson Edmond down low. So the Governors play another good defensive sequence. And as they head back right to left, that's their direction of travel as we watch, and you watch at drgnews.com here in the second half. Backdoor cut as Keenholz couldn't get the jam. Hamilton, or rather Lyon, may have gotten a piece of that. Up no good. Spearfish down with the rebound. Lincoln was ready to put one down with authority. Didn't get it. It's Serrano instead. It's Edmond looking for a block, but he gets the arm, and Serrano will go to the free throw line. Jackson Edmond will pick up his 3rd personal foul. Boy, that was good movement without the ball as Keenholz found an open back door. But again, give credit defensively to Carter Lyon back on that play, who just enough interrupted Keenholz' efforts for a 3rd slam of the night. First free throw good for Serrano. He'll get another one. Brecken Kruger in. Jacob Mayer checking out for the Governors. Second one for Serrano. He's making a living at the free throw line of late. He gets that one. And Ben Schultz will take his first timeout for the Spartans here. 4:23 left in the third quarter. 38-26 Governors. A Coca-Cola break in the action. You're listening to Governor Basketball.
What if we said a bank isn't a place to lock up money? It's a place to set it free. If you're ready to change what you get out of banking, start a relationship with us. American Bank and Trust.
One way American Bank and Trust enjoys giving back to the Pierre community is through our Spirit Card program. These cards are a great way to give back to our schools and show hometown pride. Call or stop in today to get your own Spirit Card. Go Governors!
DMC Wear Parts is a proud South Dakota business providing high-quality wear parts for all makes and models of heavy equipment. We quote you direct from multiple manufacturers, cutting out the middleman and getting you better prices than the large dealers. We specialize in cutting edges for motor graders, loaders, snowplows, and more. We offer complete undercarriages for dozers, excavators, pavers, and skid steers, including rubber tracks. Click to visit dmcwearparts.com or call or text 605-840-8082.
City Central so far on the season. Spearfish coming out, showing some pressure in the backcourt, but playing catch. Keenholz along with Cade Kaiser, who checks in the break. Get it across the timeline. Here's Brecken Kruger on the top of the key, and another official play stoppage, or is there a foul away from the basketball? That's what we'll see here. And
fouls on Serrano.
Serrano will pick up his first personal. That should refresh the shot clock, although they haven't done it yet. Shot clock. 4:05 left to play. Governors won't need it. They'll put it up and in. Fed by Edmond, up and underneath to Ben Heisler once again, who makes a living about 2 feet away from the basket, getting into the scoring column yet again. And the Governors are pressing as well in the backcourt. Spearfish gets it across, but the Governors take it away. 2-on-1 up ahead. Keenholz challenges Tate's shots. And the layup up no good. But Lincoln will go to the free throw line. I'm not sure who got that initial tip, but the Governors with the steal. Might have been Brecken Kruger.
His first.
On the 13th turnover of the night for Spearfish. Shots with his first personal. Keenholz to the line to shoot a pair. First one is up and good. Lincoln's first point of the second half. He led the Governors with 11 in the first, but Ben Heisler has passed him with 8 third quarter points. Heisler with 15, Keenholz with 12, Keenholz with 13. Second free throw good. It's 42-26. The Governors adding to their lead. Spearfish will cross the time barrier. Hamilton on the left wing. The Governors double team him. Hamilton passes, but apparently the Governors get a hand on it and knock it away out of bounds to the far side student section. And again, this shot clock operator having their struggles tonight. And somehow it got reset, and Brianna Kuzler had to point that out. So, two officials will have to discuss about how much time there should be on the shot clock. On the game clock, third quarter, 3:35 left to play. Governors and Spearfish tonight. They go to Sturgis tomorrow to close out 2022, a 1:30 Mountain Time start on that one. Or check at 1 o'clock Mountain, 1:30 Central with the pregame here on River 92.7. They reset, 25 seconds, still in the possession for Spearfish. Inside shots, outside Smith Funky. Now high post, Serrano. Back up top and around to Carter Lyon. Down low to Seth Hamilton. Spins around Heisler. Outside, swinging around the perimeter once again. Shot clock running down with 5 seconds. An effort by Shots is up no good. It grazes the rim, so a refresh of the shot clock here. Fortunate for Spearfish. 3 minutes to go. Nice dump pass underneath with a tip from Lyon to Funky. No shot available. They'll swing it around once again. Spearfish playing patiently. Now into the hands of Hamilton, and he hits another. Seth Hamilton from beyond the arc is 5 for 6. He's hit 3 of those here in the third period. Keenholz hesitates. Left-handed layup higher than everybody. Down for 2. 44-29, a 3-for-2 swap that time in favor of Spearfish, but they still trail by 15. Now a takeaway for Keenholz, intercepting a bounce pass. Up ahead, but he'll wait for everybody else. Passes off to cousin Brecken Kruger, and Brecken from long range will put one down. 47-29, Governors still pressing. Spearfish with a quick pass across the timeline, but through the hands of Schatz. And out of bounds underneath
back in for
the bucket.
Bush.
Carson Aharts will come on for the first time in the second half. Christian Bush will join him. Ben Heisler out. Jackson Edmond gets a breather as well with 2:05 left here in the third. 47-29, Govs. By 18, they led by 13, 30-17 at intermission. Kruger right to left to set it up across the timeline. Passes off to Cade Kaiser, who is also on the floor. He'll penetrate, stop, pop. A little too strong from 14 feet, though. Spearfish down with it. Hamilton looking to go coast to coast. Up with it. He'll take a foul. This one falls. And a chance at a three-point play. It's Brecken Kruger with the foul. And as I was watching Hamilton go up with this one, it looked like he kind of jerked his head back a little bit. I'm not so sure there wasn't head-to-head, literally, contact between Kruger and Hamilton. One dribble and the free throw up, but it's no good. Aharts has the rebound. Seth Hamilton continues to dominate the offensive side of things for the Spartans. He's got a takeaway here, picking Bush's pocket. Bush might have fumbled the pass. Hamilton, stop and go. Layup, no good. Rebound tipped out of there, pulled down by Kaiser. And the Governors right to left. Kaiser up ahead, alley-oop, and a reaching layup up and in for Lincoln Keenholz. There's always something you haven't seen from Lincoln Keenholz. We just saw another pretty bucket put home by the future Buckeye footballer. And there's Keenholz as Aharts knocked it loose from a new player on the floor in Dawson Wood. Keenholz saved it from going out of bounds behind his back. You got to give the steal to Aharts. He got first contact on that, but the Governors get another takeaway. 49-31, Kruger top of the key. Aharts again, back down to the wing. Kaiser inside Kruger, pump fake, and he'll get fouled from behind. Dawson Wood, a 6'2 junior on the floor for the first time. He was facing up Brecken, but he might have gotten hit by shots from behind. Either way, Kruger at the free throw line to shoot a pair. First one is up and good.
Falls on Wood, his first.
It was Wood.
Third team foul.
His first. Spearfish and Pierre both with 3 team fouls here in the second half. We're in the final minute, 37 seconds to play. Wood and Schatz both check out. Serrano, the starting big man for Spearfish, back in. And the second one good for Brecken. He's got a season-high 5. Had a three-pointer earlier. All 5 scored here in the third period. Governors for the first time lead by 20. 51-31. Shot clock and game clock separated by about 2 seconds. As we close out quarter number 3, Smith-Funky left wing. Up top to Carter Lyon. Here's Brody Janvrin, the only bench player in there right now for the Spearfish Spartans. 10 on the shot clock now. Up top, Janvrin. Pass tipped out by Kaiser to the Spartan bench with 6 to shoot when Spearfish gets the inbound here. Governor offense with a good quarter of play, 21 points. That's a season high for a number of points in one quarter for the Governors. Here's Serrano driving, a kick out and looking for 3. It's no good, too strong for Funky, and the backside ricochet will run out of bounds as the clock expires here in quarter number 3. On the Gales Gas Service scoreboard, Pierre running it up now. They lead 51-31. Scoreboard sponsored by Gales Gas Service in Pierre. Pierre Governor Sports brought to you by your Pierre Sports marketing partners who
At Wilbur Ellis, our forward-thinking approach to crop protection, nutrition, and seed development combines years of service and expertise to the latest technology wherever you are, whatever your needs. We offer seed sales, providing Integra, DeKalb, and NK seed, fertilizer and chemical application, which includes ground and air spray, and more. much more. We're proud to sponsor all area sports and activities with locations in Miller, Highmore, and Blunt. Wilbur Ellis.
Dakota Antler is the biggest antler buyer in our region. Tony and Derek pay cash all year long for antlers and horns. Deer, elk, moose, and sheep can be cash in your pocket. They'll come to you too. Find them on Dakota Antlers LLC or online at dakotaantlers.com. You can also give them a call to set up an appointment. Call Derek at 605-360-3749 or Tony at 605-730-0108. Dakota Antler, a proud supporter of all local athletics and activities.
Extending a 13-point halftime break lead to a 20-point lead as we go to the fourth quarter. Jacob Mayer running point to start as he passes over to Carson Aharts. Jackson Edmond fighting for a rebound off of a rare miss from long range by Aharts. Pulled down by Carter Wood. Shot up here by Serrano, no good. Kept alive underneath by Brody Janvrin. I don't believe that basketball hit the rim. And the shot clock did not reset this time. Still plenty of time though for Spearfish, 24 seconds. As they get it into Serrano. Turns around facing up with Bush. Will not try to shoot from the left block, but now a foul from behind here called on Christian. He'll pick up his third, joining Jackson Edmond as the only players in this game with 3 personals. Team foul number 4 for the Governors. Spearfish has 3, so a lot of fouls to give for both teams. Bush will pick up number 4 though, as it's Carter Lyon feeding inside to Antonio Serrano. Christian with 2 quick ones, picking up his 4th. Kind of got spun around on that inbound play. And just a little late in defending. Serrano at the free throw line. This is his 4th trip to shoot 2. 4 out of 6 to start, but he misses the first one short here. Second one coming. And it's up, and it's down. Serrano has 7 points tonight. Spearfish has 32 on the board. That's a 25-point difference to the rest of the team from Serrano, but all 25 of those have been scored by the 6-foot junior, Seth Hamilton. He's having himself quite a ball game. Spearfish pressing, Mayer up ahead. Keenholz will lay it up and in with a left hand. Good pass, Jacob Mayer. Good job breaking the pressure by the Governors. Pierre also pressing still. On the move here, penetration, kick back. Serrano drives the rest of the way, gives Smith Funky the dish here. And Serrano scores his 8th and 9th points of the night, just his 2nd field goal. 4 on the floor, 5 on the stripe for Serrano. Carson Ahart's trying to split defenders, but Lyon will come up with a takeaway. 7 turnovers for Pierce. Serrano wins the race to the basket as he will go get the transition bucket. And Ben Schultz will take a timeout here with 6:46 to play. Quarter number 4, Spearfish back within 17, 53-36. 30 seconds for Coca-Cola in this timeout. You're listening to Governor Basketball.
Moment when you realize your furnace is stone cold busted. We're talking a real put on every sweater you own, I can't feel my feet, penguin predicament. But fear not, there's an expert for that.
Let your local heating experts at Pites Service Experts keep you warm with $50 off any furnace repair.
Like it toasty? There's an expert for that.
Call Pites Service Experts at 866-EXPERTS. See website for license details.
Acres Ahead is back with AgTegra Cooperative.
For Governor Basketball, brought to you on River 92.7 by your Pierre Sports marketing sponsors, including Bank West and the Brittany Shufflebine Agency, Beck Motors, Dakota Storm Roofing, Dairy Queen, Capital City Motors, Avera Orthopedics, Rinky Gray Wealth Management, Overhead Door, Kruger Contracting, and our partners at Side from Live Ticket. Brian Oakland here, 53-36, the Governors maintaining a comfortable lead as they work it across the timeline against the pressure. Down to the corner, Carson Aharts into the block. Jackson Edmond to the cutter. Lincoln Keenholz, who puts another one up and in. Keenholz with 10 in the second half, now 21 in the game, averaging 18 per game in the first 3 that the Governors have played. Carson Aharts with a foul on the floor, just his first, team foul number 6 in the second half for the Governors. And perhaps once again, the shot clock didn't start. They reset it, which they should after a Governor foul. But they will ask Spearfish to inbound once again. Dave Burnett, I believe, just changed the spot where Spearfish should have thrown the ball in from. Meanwhile, Spartans back on offense. Wraparound pass on the baseline, inside Lyon, outside Hamilton looking for 3, no good. Mayer down with the rebound, a rare miss for Seth Hamilton. He's 5 out of 7 now. Here is Tate Schatz coming from behind and stripping Jackson Edmond of the basketball. Serrano going to run over Aharts, but Aharts is moving, and that'll be a blocking foul. Good call here. Carson picks up his second personal. And this is going to put Spearfish in the bonus, so a 1-and-1 shooting opportunity coming for Antonio Serrano. Mayer and Aharts are out. Cade Kaiser and Ben Heisler back in. I'm having trouble sometimes trying to match up names like Kaiser and Kuzler and Heisler all season long. It's going to be a continuing problem, so bear with me. Back iron free throw attempt for Serrano, no good. Jackson Edmond runs down the rebound. He's in double figures in that department now. Here's looking for a double-digit scoring output now as he's fed by Keenholz on the screen and roll. Edmond is hit on the way up from the middle of the lane. He'll go to the free throw line. Carter Lyon picking up his third personal. Spearfish with just 4. As a team, Edmond to shoot 2, short on the first one. 8 points in the game for Jackson, all of those coming in the first half. 5:40 to play here, fourth quarter, 55-36, the Governors on top. Edmond trying to match the biggest lead of the game, and he's got it. The future Yellow Jacket coming right here to Spearfish next year to play for the green and gold. There's a takeaway. Kaiser, he dribbled it or traveled with it. Really no change of possession, essentially. We'll give the teams the benefit of the doubt, but Cade was ready to pounce on that slow pass in the backcourt. Pierre by 20 with 5.5 to play. Spearfish trying to get it across, picking up the dribble. Now across to Serrano on the pass. Smith-Funky takes it down to the left corner. Tries a 3. It's up no good. Keenholz higher than everybody for the rebound. Funky having a tough night. 0 for 6 from beyond three-point range. Keenholz looks to drive. Hang time. Left-handed scoop will not go. Good job defensively underneath. Rebound pulled down by Serrano. Spearfish to Serrano on the wing. He'll drive, kiss one off the glass, but it's a little bit short, and Keenholz has another rebound. I like the effort there. Spearfish, though, comes up empty, still trails by 20, 56-36. Keenholz behind the back to split defenders. Floater is up and good. Lincoln Keenholz suddenly giving me kind of a Louis Krogman flashback on that effort there. Split defenders behind the back with a dribble and hit a floater. Keenholz with a good night tonight. Governors playing very well. 58-36. Now we'll have a held ball off the right block. And the possession arrow stays with the home team here. Seth Hamilton needs some help up off the floor. Brecken Kruger with the assist. Shot clock got reset here. And as Hamilton was on the floor, they'll need a towel out there to wipe up some perspiration. Governor sponsors on River 92.7, and we thank them. They include Lariat Lanes, TMA, Ferding Electric, Kauai Federal Credit Union, Wagner Auto, Gators Pizza, Pasta, and Subs, Kathy Sonnenschein Properties, Edgewood Healthcare, Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union, and Bauman Lumber of Fort Pierre. Backing in is Hamilton as we're back at it. Back up to Funky. To Shots, to Funky. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Spearfish got to hurry, and a 3-point shot put up by Tate Schatz, but the whistle blown, and That is a shot clock violation. Didn't really hear the buzzer, which isn't a very loud one at that. Halfway home in the fourth, and the Governors leading by 22. A turnover, by the way, number 17 for the Spartans. Keenholz will pull up beyond the right elbow, a little too strong from 16 feet. Hamilton comes out of there with it. Yields to Serrano. Actually, that was Lyon. Here is Hamilton on the right wing. Cade Kaiser guarding. Hamilton keeps backing him in. Kicks it out on the baseline. Here is Tate Schatz looking for a three. That won't go. Kaiser leaps up for the rebound. Schatz 0 for 4 on the floor tonight. Again, still only 2 Spartans have scored this whole night. Most of the output put down by Seth Hamilton. Here's Kaiser taking it to the baseline. He'll draw the foul and go to the free throw line. Cade Kaiser with a quick first step around the defender. And Serrano gives him the nudge. That's his second personal. Kaiser will shoot 2. Spearfish only whistled on 5 times so far. Governor's going to start funneling some new people in here late in the fourth quarter with 3:09 to play. Luke Olson comes to join big Jason Machachok at the free throw line, or at the scorer's table, should say. Kaiser at the stripe. Off the back iron on the first one here. Josh Switzer, the senior off the bench, comes in. Lincoln Keenholz will get a nice hand. Ben Heisler, Brecken Kruger checking out as well. Keenholz with 23 points unofficially in this one. And as Machachok comes in, he'll play some post. Carson Ahart's on. Kaiser's still in there, still shooting. And again, Luke Olson to play some guard. Josh Switzer, the 6'1 senior, also on. Second one for Kaiser is good. His first point of the game off the bench. He'll stay in and continue play. 59-36, the Governors. With 3 minutes to go. Looking to stay perfect at 4-0 on the drive. It is Carter Lyons. So finally the third player for Spearfish to score in this one. That is his first 2. Switzer up top over to Ahart's far side. Right side back up to Kaiser. Now to Josh Switzer. And to Luke Olson. Olson, a 5'8 sophomore. Here's Machachok at the right elbow. Dumps it underneath. Olson fumbled it, picks it up, and puts it up and in. Bucket for Luke Olson. Assist to double Nichols. Jason Machachok. 61-38. Funky for 3, and that's good. Smith Funky puts his first one down. This one from the corner. Assist to Brody Janvrin. Timeout, Spearfish. And this will be a full timeout at that. Let's take it with them. Coca-Cola breaking the action. 2:17 to play. The Govs lead by 20 on River 92.7.
Now is the time to secure product, lock in early season prices, and receive delayed payment terms on your agronomy inputs. Fertilizer, seed, and crop protection purchases from Acres Ahead also qualify for triple play grain premiums, diesel discounts, and feed discounts. Contact your local AgTegra agronomist to learn more on how Acres Ahead can maximize your farm's earning potential straight from the start. AgTegra Cooperative. Strong, stable, dependable.
Calling all high school seniors. Not sure what your next step is? Consider Dakota Wesleyan University's Learn and Earn program located in Pierre. Current students in the Learn and Earn program are thriving. That's because the Learn and Earn program is different. Take classes on a flexible schedule at the Capital City campus and intern with a Pierre area business for a paid work experience. Scholarships are available. Visit dwu.edu/Learn and Earn today.
Back in Spearfish as the Governors lead 61-41. Good to have you with us here on Friday night. Final 2 games tonight and tomorrow for 2022. Governors are going to keep working new people in here, working with a 20-point lead as we approach the 2-minute mark. Dawson Getz, 6'1 sophomore, checked in for Cade Kaiser in that halftime, or in that timeout break. As did Miles Doyle on for his first varsity action of the season. Inside, post play, Josh Switzer. Shot up over defender, no good. Carter Lyon will bring it down. Just a little too strong there for Switz. And Spearfish will work. Spearfish playing just their third game of the season. Still trying to get into some game shape. Hamilton in the lane. Back out Carter Lyon, too strong from long range. And Dawson Getz will gather in the rebound here. Governors back up across, right to left. Under a minute and a half to play. And an Olsen pass kept alive by Machachok, but he'll be called for a travel as he rolled over on that one. And Spearfish will make wholesale changes here now with a minute 23 to play, trailing 61-41. Lyon, Serrano, Funky, Hamilton out. What a game for Seth Hamilton. Brody Janvrin in, Dawson Wood on for the second time tonight. Pass to him is fumbled, taken away by Miles Doyle, the 6'2 junior. Here's Dawson Getz. Underneath, Machachok, layup short, but he's fouled and he'll go to the free throw line. Governor fans wanted that one more than Big Jason did, I think.
Falls on Wood, his second.
We'll see what kind of a shooting stroke Jason has. The Nebraska offensive lineman soon to be. Free throw is up. Good touch, but a little bit strong, no good. Team foul number 6 for Spearfish for what it's worth. 63 seconds to play. Second free throw. Also a little too strong as Switzer fights for the rebound. Won't get it though. It's taken down by Caden Langenfeld, a 5'10 junior. He's got it back. Right wing was open on the baseline, but it's taken away on the wraparound strip by Luke Olson, who will get the steal. Loose ball picked up by Dawson Getz as we're inside the final minute. In the fourth quarter, Governors will improve to 4-0. Spearfish will fall to 1-2. Fake of the pass by Olson. Somehow kept his pivot foot down and then runs into a foul. And Luke Olson will get a 1-1 opportunity.
Team 7.
Jack Ammerman on for the second time. Guilty of the foul. Luke Olson front end of the 1-1. Can't hit here. Machachok with an offensive rebound, but he's called for a push-off. So no rebound there.
Falls on Machachok. His first. Team 8.
37 seconds to play. Spearfish tonight, Sturgis tomorrow once again for the Governors. Spartans will go to Hill City in their next action within the Black Hills Conference. That's on Thursday night for a girls and boys doubleheader against the Rangers. Here's Dawson Wood, right block, turnaround shot, it's up and good. Nice play there for Wood. The feed from Jack Ammerman. We'll see if the Governor reserves can get one more shot down here. If not, Pierre will get their third 18-point victory in 4 games on the season so far. They lead 61-43, 3-2-1. That'll do it. Your final score from the Gales Gas Service scoreboard. The Pierre Governors top the Spearfish Spartans by the score of 61-43. And as mentioned, improved to 4-0 on the season. Spearfish with the loss falling to 1-2. A good all-around game for the Governors. We'll have a head coach to talk to, and Brianna Kuzler once we hit post-game. Our post-game brought to you by Family Dental with offices in Pierre and in Gettysburg. In addition to the coach, the full recap, we've got big plays of the game sponsored by Hermanson Endodontics and your player of the game, which will come to us courtesy of Cowboy Country Stores. All up in the Family Dental post-game. Once again, your final on the Gales Gas Service scoreboard. The Governors 61 and the Spearfish Spartans 43. Let's take a 3-minute break, and we're back with that post-game show. This is Pierre Governor Basketball.
The team at Family Dental in Pierre and Gettysburg are devoted to spending time with each patient to answer all questions and address any concerns that arise. Family Dental wants all their current and future patients to feel welcome and comfortable and to have the healthiest, best-looking smile possible. They can take care of all your family's dental needs with cleanings, checkups, implants, same-day crowns, and many other dental services. Dr. Ryan Jensen welcomes new patients. Family Dental in Pierre and Gettysburg, caring for all your family's dental needs.
Hey, DQ fans, celebrate the holidays with a DQ cake. Bring your fave something that's sure to put a smile on their faces. The signature fudge and crunch center surrounded by the world-famous DQ soft serve. It's the perfect way to brighten up a snowy workday, family get-together, or just because. I mean, it's all the goodness of your favorite DQ treats in shareable cake form. I'm getting hungry just reading this. Be totally honest, this year, grab a DQ cake. Only at DQ. Happy tastes good.
From the early days of South Dakota statehood through today's digital revolution, BankWest has remained committed to helping customers and communities succeed. BankWest associates uphold this commitment by developing innovative products, tailoring financial solutions to customer needs, and actively supporting community causes. For a bank committed to helping you and your community prosper, choose BankWest. BankWest, convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
Happy holidays from everyone at Beck Motor Company in Pierre. In support of our local businesses this December, get $100 in Pierre Pride dollars and 4 free oil changes with any vehicle purchase. Pierre Pride dollars can be used anywhere. New inventory arriving daily, and we're ready to take your orders. Our pre-owned inventory is strong and always changing. See us online at beck-motors.com or call us at 605-224-5912. Have a safe and happy December.
Have you found yourself worrying about inflation and market volatility? Considering what should I do? Can I do anything? Am I going to be okay? The Renke Gray team has been coaching their clients through these tumultuous times for over 35 years. Let us discover what easy, time-tested adjustments can be made for you. For a free second opinion, our team can be reached at 605-224-5959. Let's start today.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors LLC and Renke Gray Wealth Management are separate entities from LPL Financial.
There's an app for everything, including high school sports from the stations of DRG Media Group. Download the DRG News app, brought to you by the Golden Buffalo Casino, from the App Store or Google Play. It only takes a moment, so you'll have it to replay this game. See live and archived video of all games. And when you select your favorite station during the live stream, the video will immediately pop up. See Central South Dakota high school sports on your phone or mobile device with the DRG News app, brought to you by the Golden Buffalo Casino. Download it now at the App Store or Google Play.
Welcome back to Spearfish, and welcome to our Family Dental post-game Family Dental with offices in Pierre and in Gettysburg. Brian Oakland here, Caleb Brozick here on camera, Heather Williams in studio, and a good night for the Pierre Governors on the floor this evening as they led at all quarter stops. Spearfish hit a three-pointer to take a 3-2 lead early, but the Governors ran off 12 in a row from there to go up 14-3. They led the first quarter at the first quarter break 14-5 and a 16-12 advantage in the second period, leading at 30-17 at intermission. They blew it open, so to speak, in the third quarter with a good 21-point output and led by 20, 51-31 at that point. Spearfish better by 2 in the fourth quarter, 12-10. The advantage to the Spartans to cut it back to 18 points. 18 points seems like a good round number for the Governors. As mentioned, their third 18-point win out of their 4-0 start here to start the season. So a good night for the Governors. 12 of 18, 67% shooting in that second half for the Governors. Overall, 25 of 47 unofficially. They do have official stats. Actually, they have them at 25 of 54, so not quite as good as what I had, but 2 of 9 from outside the arc. Governors going to be led in scoring by Lincoln Keenels. 18-point average on the season. He tops that, and I think a season high to this point with 23 points. He had 2 breakaway steals, steals turning into breakaway layups, one-handed dunks for both of them with pretty cradles, and that'll be worth watching if you want to look at this one. After we sign off once again, the replay of our video stream will be available through drgnews.com on the River 92.7 page. Ben Heisler next in line. Again, Keenels with 23. Heisler pours in 15. He had 8 of those in the third quarter when the Governors really started opening things up. Jackson Edmond, a little short of double figures. He'll finish with 9 points, but he had double-digit rebounds, which we'll mention a little bit later on. Good balance after that. Brecken Kruger has 5 points. Carson Ahart's with a three-pointer down. Christian Bush pours in 3. Luke Olson off the bench with 2, and Cade Kaiser with 1 free throw home. 61 on the board for the Governors. Meanwhile, Spearfish, I've got them at 9 of 19 on the floor. A much better offensive second half of play for the Spartans. They'll finish 15 out of 43. Again, official stats have them a little more than that on shot attempts, 15 out of 52. 6 of 21 from outside the arc, 7 of 12 from freebie land. And again, Seth Hamilton, 5 threes in this game. He leads all scorers with 25 points. For a while, he was the only Spartan who had any points in this game. The entire first half, only he and Antonio Serrano with points in this game. In fact, the entire first 3 quarters. And then, in addition to 25 and 11 from Hamilton and Serrano, they get a 3-pointer from Smith Funky in the fourth quarter. Carter Lyon and Dawson Wood, who came in off the bench, also with 2 points apiece for Spearfish. In the rebounding battle, 29-25, pretty tight in that regard. Spearfish with 7 on the offensive side. Official stats have Pierre with 33 rebounds, 27 to Spearfish. The offensive rebounds were, as I had them, 7-5 in favor of Spearfish. And Jackson Edmond credited on this stat sheet with 10. On mine, I've got him for 11. As it turned out, Spearfish led in rebounding by Hamilton and Serrano with 7 apiece. Carter Lyon with 6. And Lincoln Keenholz is credited with 5 rebounds, but well, I had him at 6 as well. 9 turnovers is all the Governors have this evening. Spearfish committing 19, and the Governors doing a pretty good job in the takeaway department. 12 steals out of the 17 turnovers officially, 19 on my stat sheet, and that's a pretty good job. And of those steals, you've got Keenholz with 4. Of course, 2 of them turned into dunks on the other end. To lead the way. 16 assists for the Governors compared to 14 on the stat sheet. Keenholz and Edmond with 4 apiece. Spearfish will dish out 8 assists as a team as well. All told, the Governors play well tonight, and they get another 18-point win, 61-43. Let's pause for another 3-minute break. Coach Kusler coming up as we'll have a conversation with her in a bit. We still have big plays and your player of the game to announce as our Family Dental postgame continues. 61-43 the final. Governor basketball on River 92.7.
Do you dream of a custom home built within your budget and done on time? Kruger Contracting can make that dream a reality. They're a trusted home builder since 2003, and they're going to be upfront and open about cost and transparent about where your money is going when it comes to your new home. Their skilled crew will manage construction of your new home from start to finish. They're located in Pierre and can build your home in Pierre, Fort Pierre, or the surrounding area. Call 605-222-2523. Visit KrugerContracting.com or find Kruger Contracting on Facebook.
Dakota Storm Roofing is the locally owned roofing company in Pierre, specializing in both residential and commercial roofing services. They can handle your asphalt shingle, metal roofing, and flat roof needs. New construction, plus all types of roof repairs. They can handle the finishing touches, adding fascia, soffit, and gutters too. No job is too big or too small. For a free estimate, call Dakota Storm Roofing at 280-9794. Go to dakotastormroofing.com or find them on Facebook or Instagram.
Do you love watching high school sports but find yourself wanting to be more involved? Live Ticket TV has the solution for you. They're looking for production managers to assist for this school year. Duties include the management of equipment as well as basic technological understanding. But don't stress, paid training will be provided. Part-time wages start at $20 per hour. Call 833-605-LIVE extension 2. That's 833-605-5483 extension 2 and punch your ticket to joining one of the fastest growing companies in South Dakota.
From the early days of South Dakota statehood through today's digital revolution, BankWest has remained committed to helping customers and communities succeed. BankWest Associates uphold this commitment by developing innovative products, tailoring financial solutions to customer needs, and actively supporting community causes. For a bank committed to helping you and your community prosper, choose BankWest. BankWest, convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
Chances are you're overlooking a big energy thief in your home or commercial building. The garage doors. But Overhead Door Company of Pierre can help stop that energy waste with a full range of insulated, weather-tight garage doors. Their residential garage doors can give you insulated performance at an uninsulated price. And their Thermocore insulated steel doors give commercial buildings the energy efficiency they demand today. Find out more. Call Overhead Door Company of Pierre at 1-800-649-9905 and put a stop to the garage door energy thief.
You know that feeling? The feeling that things couldn't get any better? It's you at your best. Being your best means owning your health. It means not only meeting your goals, but crushing them, then setting new ones. Partner with an Avera primary care provider. We are right here to help you create health goals so you can feel your best and move forward to your healthiest self. Learn more at avera.org/checkup. Avera, moving health forward.
We are back in Spearfish. The Family Dental postgame continuing here. Governors on a 61-43 victory, and pretty well-rounded game as I saw it from up here. Let's see how Brianna Kuz thought about it from down on the floor level, Coach. I'm kind of thinking up here, what's taking her so long in getting up here? It's a pretty good ball game, but you must have had a lot of good positives, I'm guessing, to talk to the guys about. I really thought, you've had a couple of other 18-point wins in games where you didn't really care for the intensity. You wanted to see a little more of that. I thought up and down the floor, the Governors played very well tonight. How about you?
Yeah, no, I would agree with you, and it was a good, productive locker room talk. It wasn't, me being frustrated at all. We play tomorrow, so we got to learn from a few things and talk those things out. But overall, I thought that defensively we were intense. We threw in a few different defenses today, and the kids adapted really well, and that's something that's really positive to see right now.
It's one of the things that I think you still maybe have to adjust to is a little bit. You're expecting smaller teams like the Spartans who play a lot of perimeter catch around. They're looking for their best looks. They need to play patiently, control the tempo. You just you don't want to get ahead of that, although maybe it gives you that opportunity to play a little more aggressively if you can pick your spots and minimize fouls, I guess, in that regard.
Right. And, we've got a lot of different lineups right now that we're kind of toying with as far as what we feel is giving us we can be the best defensively with that lineup. We've got some bigger lineups, some smaller lineups. There's just a lot that's going on right now that we're still trying to figure out, and that's why this is so exciting that we get to play. It feels like it's been a while, and right now we would have had 5 games in, and it feels great that we've got 4. You hit the nail on the head with saying we love these 18-point wins, but this 18-point win does feel a lot better than those other ones. And again, a win is a win, but there was a lot of progress that was made tonight, and that's especially coming back after Christmas break. You never know how teams are going to respond just because you had some time away, and I'm really, really proud of our effort this whole week in practice, and it really translated tonight into these games.
Yeah, and that's always not always the case, especially in the holidays, because it's kind of easy to get caught up in just chilling out a little bit, but no chilling here today. Credit to Spearfish, an undermanned team, but number 3, Seth Hamilton, what a ball game for him, and what a challenge for maybe you've had a number of guys trying to keep him down, but tough to contain from the outside, and he made a lot of things happen, but that's just another example of how difficult a lot of teams in AA can be.
Right, and yes, credit the Spartans tonight, and specifically Hamilton. He creates a lot for not only himself but his teammates as well, and Coach Schultz is doing a really good job here. Coming into a new program isn't the easiest thing, and so I think that they've got a lot of pieces, and looking forward, they're going to have a lot of positive things coming from their program. But I think defensively they were pretty solid. They were just outmatched. And that height is tough you can't teach height. And you can't always, when we are executing offensively the way that we want to and playing above on things, Jackson Edmond and Ben Heisler, they've kind of got this little combo going right now, or they twin telepathy or something. I don't know what it is, but it works. So we'll keep doing it. And the rest of the crew, everybody's just playing with poise and allowing the game to come to them, not having to force anything, because every single one of them brings something unique. But if if we try and force things, it doesn't all piece together like we need it to. And I thought tonight we really saw we made strides as far as piecing those things together.
I believe it's called chemistry, and it looked really good. In fact, I'm glad you brought it up because my favorite thing about watching this game tonight was the ball movement. I mean, really smooth offense. I had you at single-digit turnovers still, and a lot of ball movement inside, outside. Not a lot of anybody standing there with the basketball. Productive baskets and a lot of assists tonight too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, really solid basketball. Sharing that basketball, executing well offensively, getting ball reversals, all of that type of action is what we've really been drilling, and that just tells you the commitment to this team and just they're focused right now, and that's important going into. I mean, from here on out, we don't stop, and we got to continue to improve with each, even with these wins, finding those, being a little bit nitpicky. That's what I talked to the boys about. Is you're going to sit here and be like, all right, we won by 18, but we also have to look at some of the areas that we can continue to improve upon, and that they're focused and they're committed, and I have no doubt in my mind that they are going to make those adjustments and continue to grow. All right, so an overnight in Sturgis, and you play the Scoopers tomorrow afternoon. Going to be a quick turnaround, like a 10 o'clock start for the JVs, and that provides a challenge in and of itself. But what do you see from the Scoopers, who played finally their first? That's a loaded talk to question. Me in a few hours. That's a loaded question. What do you know about the Scoopers? I know nothing. They haven't played until tonight, so maybe you'll get a chance to see them. Obviously, you'll have the matchup advantage, and you go take care of business and worry about your own play. And I think tomorrow will take care of itself, right? Yeah. Yep, absolutely. Okay, so a good one tonight. Looking forward to more good things tomorrow. Coach, thanks very much. Thank you, guys. As the Governors defeat the Spearfish Spartans 61-43. Let's go into big plays of the game. Big plays are sponsored by Hermanson Endodontics in Pierre. In fact, let's hear from Hermanson Endodontics, and we are back with the big plays in tonight's contest. This is Governor Basketball.
Quality comes first at Hermanson Endodontics. Dr. Ryan Hermanson serves Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics strives to provide treatment that is not only comfortable, but also provides the best possible outcome. They do this by effective and timely communication with your dentist and preserving as much of the tooth as possible using state-of-the-art three-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics in Pierre.
Hermanson Endodontics, big plays of the game, and of course a couple of Lincoln Kenoll steals turning into breakaway jams in the one in the second, one in the third quarter. That's kind of where the Governors certainly took charge in this game. Of course, in the flow of the game, a 12-0 run in the first quarter that put them up 14-3 certainly got them in the driver's seat, but you've got to look at other things too. I think individual plays like those slams were keeping the running tally. Ben Heisler at 7. Lincoln Kenoll's now with 4 dunks on the season. Jackson Edmond, who got his second one tonight on a putback and a one-handed throwdown off of an offensive rebound. And Brecken Kruger has one for himself so far this season as well. So the high-flying Governors making some big plays that are brought to you by Hermanson Endodontics. And again, another aspect of the game, real nice ball movement, especially on a couple of individual specific occasions. But really productive offense, I thought, from the Governors tonight. For those, again, your big play sponsored by Hermanson Endodontics in Pierre. And players of the game come to us courtesy of Cowboy Country Stores in Pierre and Fort Pierre. Player of the game, looking at the Governors with Lincoln Kenoll's and 23 rebounds, or 23 points rather. It has a lot of rebounds. Ben Heisler with 15 points and Jackson Edmond 9 points, but 11 rebounds on my stat sheet, 10 officially. But that's a pretty good ball game once again from the big three. There's good play off the bench for the Governors tonight. And Brecken Kruger, who had 5 points as well. And even the JVs get in there and get some opportunities to contribute to this victory tonight. But how do you turn away from a guy who scores 25 out of his team's 43 points? And obviously, we've seen games like that before. But at one point, and you look at it this way, Seth Hamilton did not score in the fourth quarter. Spearfish had 31 points at the end of the third quarter. Seth Hamilton had scored 25 of those 31 points. You talk about a guy trying to do everything humanly possible to keep his underdog team playing along with the favored team in this one. That was Seth Hamilton. 5 out of 7 from three-point range. He creates, of course, as Coach Kusler was talking about as we tout his abilities. He's a 6-foot junior. He's going to be, even in a losing effort tonight, our player of the game, sponsored by Cowboy Country Stores in Pierre and Fort Pierce. So Seth Hamilton gets the T-shirt tonight, but it's the Governors winning this one 61-43. Let's hear from Cowboy Country Stores. We'll pause for one more break, and we're back to wrap it up with a look at other scores. Governor Girls also on KGFX with a victory tonight, as that puts them also at 4-0 on the season. Other scores and a preview of tomorrow's action coming up as you listen to Pierre Governor Basketball.
Anytime is a good time for Cowboy Country Stores in Pierre and Fort Pierre. Fill up your tank and your stomach. Hunting the fields, fishing the waters, taking kids to activities, Cowboy Country Stores are ready for you. Feed the family while on the go with delicious foods. Breakfast starting at 5 a.m. Fresh baked pastries, coffees, regular and breakfast pizzas. Federal Bird Stamps. Convenience with a capital C. Cowboy Country Stores and Champs Chicken on Euclid and Harrison in Pierre and in Fort Pierre. Hey, DQ fans, celebrate the holidays with a DQ cake. Bring your faves something that's sure to put a smile on their faces. The signature fudge and crunch center surrounded by the world-famous DQ soft serve. It's the perfect way to brighten up a snowy workday, family get-together, or just because. I mean, it's all the goodness of your favorite DQ treats in shareable cake form. I'm getting hungry just reading this. To be totally honest, this year, grab a DQ cake. Only at DQ. Happy tastes good.
Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota in Pierre is here for you. They make it easy when looking for a new vehicle, getting all available vehicle information so you can spend less time researching and more time enjoying your purchase. Shop their extensive inventory from home at CapitalCityFordToyota.com or stop into Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota at 518 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. Count on them for your service needs with convenient scheduling and in-stock parts. Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota in Pierre, 605-224-7378.
There you go. Heather Williams, technical director and bumper extraordinaire right there. When you got a kid named Funky, you got to play some funky music, I guess. Coming back for our final segment of the Family Dental postgame and a Governor victory tonight here boys basketball in River 92.7. Watch it over again, especially if you're watching the girls game perhaps tonight. A Governor victory at home for the girls, a 57-44 victory, and Pierre will host Sturgis at 1 o'clock Central tomorrow. Darren Boyle with a call on that one at 12:30 with a pregame tomorrow. Douglas beats Sturgis in girls basketball tonight 38-28, so the Scoopers go to Pierre with an 0-1 record, believe it or not, just their first game of the season. Brookings on top of Yankton 63-40 in girls action tonight in the Pentagon in that holiday classic. O'Gorman with a loss to a team from Minnesota. Aberdeen beat Worthington, Minnesota. Sioux Falls Lincoln with a win over Moorhead, Minnesota. At the Corn Palace tonight, Mitchell falls to Thunder Basin, Wyoming. And again, the Governors with the victory over Spearfish at home tonight. Other boys games at Harrisburg defeating Sioux Falls Roosevelt 66-51. Yankton all over Brookings tonight 76-39. Yankton looking good as a fourth-ranked team. Sturgis, who the boys also playing their first game of the season this evening at Douglas, defeating the Patriots 53-41. So we'll see them tomorrow with a 1-0 record. Mitchell has a 13-point lead with 5 minutes left in the third quarter against Thunder Basin, Wyoming. And also, they're the Bolts, by the way. Of course, the Governors played there 2 years ago. Rapid City Central defeats Stevens tonight 42-40. At Nas Gymnasium. St. Thomas More out of Class A leads Aberdeen Central at the Pentagon in Sioux Falls in about midway through the fourth quarter, 50-34, the final in that one, or the running score in that one. So the Governors at Sturgis Brown tomorrow. here on River 92.7, the Mountain Time start. We're on the air at 1:30, at 2 o'clock Central Time tip-off. Hope you can join us for that one, as we will wish you then a happy new year. A happy New Year's Eve tonight, as the Governors defeat Spearfish tonight 61-43. Don't forget, while driving out there, especially in winter driving conditions, the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety, as they celebrate being a part of a team, remind us all to think twice and slow down in case of ice. The South Dakota Office of Highway Safety. So until we meet again, once again tomorrow, for Caleb Brozick on camera for Live Ticket, for Heather Williams in studio, I'm Brian Oakland. Your final Gales Gas Service scoreboard tonight, the Governors 61, Spearfish 43. This has been a presentation of your official voice, Pierre Governor Athletics, River 92.7 and DRGnews.com. Good Friday evening, everybody.